There's a quiet ache many of us carry, isn't there? A deep weariness that settles in our bones when the path ahead becomes shrouded in mist. We look out, trying to peer through the fog, desperate for a glimpse of where we're going. What's next? How it will all turn out? We feel the weight of expectation, the silent demand to have answers, to possess a perfectly drawn map for every twist and turn. But sometimes, despite our best efforts, the map remains unwritten, and we're left with nothing but the echoing question: what now? This feeling of being adrift, of carrying an unseen burden, can be profoundly exhausting, leaving us feeling lost, emotionally tired, and deeply disconnected from the very core of ourselves. It's in these moments when the world seems to demand certainty we simply don't possess, that we yearn for something deeper, something that can anchor us in the storm. We long for a gentle whisper that reminds us it's okay not to know, that perhaps there's a quiet strength in simply letting go. We spend so much of our lives meticulously planning, charting courses, and setting rigid destination. From childhood dreams to career aspirations, we're taught to define success by how well we can predict and control our future. We create elaborate blueprints, convinced that if we just work hard enough, think strategically enough, we can bend life to our will. And when life, in its infinite wisdom, deviates from our carefully constructed plans, as it inevitably does, we often interpret it as a failure, a personal shortcoming. We beat ourselves up for not seeing the signs, for not anticipating the unexpected turn, for not having the foresight to prevent the detour. The crumbled plans, the closed doors, the sudden shifts in direction, they don't just alter our external circumstances. They often shake our internal foundations, leaving us feeling vulnerable and defeated. We might replay scenarios in our minds, wondering what we could have done differently, trapped in a loop of what ifs and if onlys. This intense need for control, this relentless pursuit of a predictable outcome, can ironically make us feel less powerful, more anxious, and utterly disconnected from the organic flow of existence. It's like trying to paddle furiously upstream when the river itself has a different, perhaps more beautiful, course in mind. But what if, beneath all that striving, all that planning, there's another way? What if the journey itself, with all its unknowns and unforeseen detours, is precisely where the greatest wisdom lies? There's a subtle, almost imperceptible shift that can happen within us when we begin to realize that our need for absolute control is often an illusion. It's a quiet whisper that suggests surrender isn't about giving up, but about giving in to the larger current of life. Imagine a small boat on a vast ocean. Does it fight every wave, or does it learn to rise and fall with the rhythm, trusting the ocean to carry it forward? This isn't about passivity. It's about discerning what is truly within our influence and what is part of a grander design. It's the realization that sometimes the most profound answers aren't found through frantic searching, but through quiet observation, through allowing the path to unfold, one gentle step at a time. This philosophical realization that we can trust the journey even when we don't see the destination slowly begins to loosen the tight grip around our hearts, offering a gentle invitation to breathe. This newfound trust isn't a sudden grand epiphany, but a tender unfolding within our inner world. It's a process of inner healing, where we gently release the burden of needing to know every detail. We begin to understand that growth often happens in the dark, in the fertile ground of uncertainty, much like a seed pushing through the soil towards an unseen sun. It means allowing ourselves to feel the discomfort of not knowing, without judgment, without shame. It's okay to feel lost, to feel afraid, to feel uncertain. These emotions are not signs of weakness, but simply markers on a complex and beautiful journey. As we acknowledge them, hold them gently, and then allow them to pass, we create space for something new to emerge. The healing comes when we start to walk forward, not with a rigid map, but with an open heart, trusting that each footfall, each choice, each breath is leading us precisely where we need to be. The path truly is made by walking, and with each step, even hesitant ones, we are learning, evolving, and becoming more fully ourselves. This journey of trust culminates in a quiet acceptance, a profound peace that settles deep within our being. It's the understanding that life is not a straight line, but a meandering river full of rapids and still pools, sunlight and shadows. Every bend, every obstacle, every moment of calm reflection serves a purpose. It's learning to hold space for what is, rather than perpetually wishing for what isn't. This acceptance isn't resignation. It's a deep, abiding strength that comes from knowing you are part of something much larger, much wiser than your individual plan. It's finding beauty in the imperfections, wisdom in the detours, and resilience in the face of the unknown. We look at the misty path ahead, not with fear, but with a gentle curiosity, understanding that the journey itself is the destination. We accept that some questions may remain unanswered for a long time, and that's perfectly all right. There's a profound liberation in embracing the ebb and flow, in recognizing that life is an ongoing process of becoming, and that we are always exactly where we need to be, learning precisely what we need to learn. So, as the night deepens and the world grows quiet around you, take a moment to simply be. Feel the gentle rhythm of your own breath, a silent testament to the life unfolding within you. Remember that you don't have to carry the weight of all possible futures. You don't have to force answers or demand clarity. The universe, in its own mysterious way, is always guiding, always supporting, always moving towards wholeness. You are part of an intricate, beautiful design, and your journey, with all its twists and turns, is unfolding exactly as it should. There is an inherent intelligence to life, a gentle current that carries us forward even when we can't see the shore. You can trust this journey. You can trust the unfolding. And in that trust, you will find a quiet, enduring peace that transcends all understanding.